At this stage in life, time is no longer an endless resource. Each day carries a deeper significance. Think about it. When we were younger, we felt like we had forever, but now, the reality is different. That's not a bad thing, it's an opportunity. Society often tells you that aging means slowing down, but what if this is the time to embrace the best years of your life? You have wisdom, freedom, and choices. So, tell me, how will you make these years truly count? For decades you worked, raised a family, and built a life. Now, as you enter your later years, you might find yourself asking, what's next? Society often tells us to slow down, step aside, and quietly fade into the background. But let's be real, that's not you. These years are not a waiting game. They are an invitation to embrace a new kind of freedom. You've spent a lifetime fulfilling responsibilities. Now it's your time to rediscover yourself. Think about it. This stage of life isn't about loss. It's about gaining wisdom, deepening relationships, and finally focusing on what truly makes you happy. Some of the happiest and most fulfilled people are those who see aging as a gift, not a burden. This is your chance to rewrite the script, explore passions you never had time for, and prioritize joy. So, let's talk about how you can turn your golden years into the most meaningful chapter yet. Aging is often associated with slowing down, but let's be honest, that's just a mindset. The real challenge? It's how we choose to see this stage of life. Many seniors fall into the trap of regret, loneliness, or waiting for happiness to magically appear. Some struggle with their purpose after retirement, feeling like they've lost their identity. Others keep postponing joy, thinking, I'll enjoy life someday. But here's the truth. That someday is now. You've worked hard, you've sacrificed, and now you have the opportunity to make this phase of life your best one yet. The golden years can be filled with wisdom, adventure, and fulfillment, but only if you embrace them. So, what's stopping you? Remember when you were younger and time seemed endless? Days blended and the future felt like something far away. But now time feels more precious. You wake up and suddenly the years have flown by. But here's the truth. Aging isn't about counting down the clock. It's about making the years ahead count more than ever before. What if, instead of seeing this stage as the end of something, you saw it as the start of a whole new adventure? Think about this. How many people do you know who spent decades working, sacrificing, and putting everyone else first? Maybe it was you. The kids needed you, your career demanded attention, and responsibilities took over. But now the time is yours. Studies show that people who stay active and engaged in their later years actually live longer, healthier lives. There's a reason why some 80-year-olds still dance, travel, and explore, while others slow down. It's not just luck, it's a mindset shift. This isn't the end, it's a new beginning. Think about all the things you once said you'd do someday. Well, someday is today. It's about making your days rich with experiences, not just routines. Want to travel? Start planning. Always wanted to write a book? Grab a notebook. Wish you had more time for family? Make that call today. The beauty of this stage of life is that you get to choose how to live it. Let's make it real. What's one thing you've been putting off that you can start today? It doesn't have to be huge. Maybe it's learning to paint, calling an old friend, or finally booking that trip. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what's on your bucket list. This is your time. Don't just watch life go by. Step into it and make every moment count. Happiness can't wait until someday. How many times have you told yourself, I'll be happy when the kids are grown, when the house is paid off, when you retire? Sound familiar? But here's the truth. Happiness isn't a destination. It's a choice you make every single day. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that happiness is waiting for us at the finish line of some major milestone. But when we finally get there, we realize it's not as fulfilling as we thought. That's because happiness isn't found in external achievements. It's built through daily moments, small joys, and an appreciation for what we already have. Think about the people who spend their entire lives chasing happiness, climbing the career ladder, raising a family, saving for retirement, only to reach the so-called promised land and feel empty. Studies show that those who focus on appreciating everyday joys, laughing with friends, spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, report higher levels of satisfaction and well-being. Some of the happiest people aren't the ones with the biggest houses or the most money, but those who have learned to embrace the beauty in life's simplest moments. Happiness is about appreciating now, not wishing for what's missing. The secret to happiness isn't about waiting for circumstances to change, it's about changing your perspective. Joy is available to you today in the small, seemingly insignificant moments. The sound of rain outside your window, a heartfelt conversation, the smell of your morning coffee. The more we practice finding happiness in the present, the more fulfilling life becomes. It's about shifting from a mindset of, "I'll be happy when," to, "I'm grateful for what I have right now." So what brings you happiness right now? It doesn't have to be something big. Maybe it's your first cup of coffee in the morning, a walk in the sunshine, or a good book. Think about it. What's one thing you can do today, right now, to bring more joy into your life? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what makes your day a little brighter. Let go of the work ethic trap and redefine purpose. Let's talk about something that no one prepares you for. Retirement can feel weird. For years, your job gave you structure, purpose, and even a sense of identity. And then one day, poof, you wake up and suddenly there are no emails to check, no meetings to attend, and no deadlines to meet. It's like standing at the edge of a vast open field, unsure of which direction to take. But here's the truth. Your purpose in life was never just about your career. It's about who you are, not just what you do for a living. And now, you have a chance to redefine what purpose means to you. Many retirees struggle with feeling lost, but here's the thing. History is full of people who found new purpose later in life. Think about it. The teacher who became a community mentor, the engineer who started building furniture for fun, the office worker who picked up painting and discovered a hidden talent. There are countless stories of people who stepped into this new phase and found unexpected joy. Even scientific research backs this up. Studies show that seniors who stay engaged with hobbies, volunteer work, or mentoring live healthier, more fulfilling lives. Purpose doesn't retire, it evolves, and now's the time to embrace it in a way that truly excites you. Maybe it's writing that book you've always dreamed about. Maybe it's spending time with your grandkids and passing down stories they'll cherish forever. Or perhaps it's as simple as learning something new, playing an instrument, taking a cooking class, or traveling to places you've never been. The beauty of this stage of life is that you get to decide what matters most. So, what's next for you? What's something new you'd love to try? Something that excites you no matter how big or small. Maybe you've been thinking about learning photography, joining a local club, or simply starting your mornings with meditation. Whatever it is, take that first step today. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what's calling to you in this new chapter of life. No rules, no expectations, just something that excites you. Stop waiting for permission to enjoy life. How many times have you held yourself back, waiting for permission to truly enjoy life? Maybe you thought, "I'll travel when the kids are grown," or "I'll take up painting when I have more time." But let's be real. If you're always waiting for the perfect time, it may never come. The truth is, you don't need anyone's permission to live your life fully. These years are yours to enjoy, and it's time to embrace that freedom. Think about the people you admire. Those who seem to live with joy and confidence. Chances are, they didn't wait for someone else to tell them it was okay. They took control of their happiness. There's the 72-year-old who finally learned to play the piano, the 65-year-old who backpacked across Europe, and the retiree who started a small business just for fun. They didn't wait. They chose to enjoy life. Prioritizing your happiness isn't selfish. It's essential. When you embrace joy, you radiate it to those around you. You become a better parent, grandparent, and friend. You show others that life doesn't end at retirement. It begins. Happiness isn't something you have to justify. It's your right, and more importantly, your responsibility to yourself. So, what's something you've been waiting to do? What's that one thing you've always wanted to try but kept pushing aside, whether it's signing up for dance lessons, moving to a new city, or just finally saying yes to more adventures? Don't wait. Start now. Drop a comment and share what you're going to do today to embrace your freedom. This is your time. So, what's stopping you? The myth of work-life balance for seniors. You've probably heard the phrase work-life balance tossed around for years, but now that you're retired or nearing retirement, what does that even mean? For decades, work took priority, early mornings, long hours, responsibilities, and suddenly, that structure disappears. Now it's time to redefine what balance looks like for you. Instead of juggling work and life, you have the opportunity to make life the focus. Think about it. Some people enter retirement and feel lost without a rigid schedule. Others thrive because they realize balance isn't about productivity anymore, it's about purpose and joy. There's the woman who swapped corporate meetings for painting classes, the man who finally had time to coach his grandson's baseball team, or the couple who started traveling cross-country in an RV. They found balance by filling their days with things that truly matter to them. Balance doesn't mean filling your schedule with stuff just to stay busy. It means aligning your time with what makes you feel fulfilled. Maybe it's spending more time with loved ones, exploring new hobbies, or simply permitting yourself to slow down. The key is realizing that balance is personal. There's no one-size-fits-all formula. Your time is yours to design. So what does balance look like for you? What's something you want to prioritize now that you have the freedom to choose? Maybe it's self-care, maybe it's adventure, or maybe it's just giving yourself a break from the pressure of doing all the time. Drop a comment and share how you are redefining balance in your golden years. The golden years aren't about looking back, they're about what comes next. Don't wait, start living today, the happiness advantage, the real fountain of youth. What if I told you there's a secret to living a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life? It's not in a pill, a fancy diet, or an expensive treatment. It's happiness. Science shows that people who cultivate joy, gratitude, and meaningful connections live longer and experience better health. But here's the catch. Happiness isn't something that just happens. It's something you choose every single day. Ever met someone in their 70s or 80s who radiates joy? They're active, sharp, and full of life. Maybe they dance, laugh often, or stay curious about the world. Studies have found that those with a positive outlook on aging live up to 7.5 years longer than those with a negative mindset. Happiness isn't just a feeling, it's a tool for longevity. When you prioritize happiness, everything else falls into place. Your body feels better, your mind stays sharper, and your relationships deepen. It's about focusing on the good. Whether that's spending time with loved ones, engaging in activities that bring you joy, or practicing gratitude for the simple moments. The best part? It's never too late to start. So, what's one thing you can do today to bring more happiness into your life? Maybe it's calling a friend, going for a walk, or simply appreciating the moment you're in. Drop a comment and share how you're choosing joy. Because happiness isn't just a privilege, it's a responsibility. It's never too late to change your life. One of the biggest misconceptions about aging is the idea that it's too late to change your life. But let me tell you, age is just a number. The truth is, you have more wisdom, experience, and self-awareness now than ever before. Whether you want to start a new hobby, change careers, or even move to a new city, there's no expiration date on growth. Life is meant to be lived, which means continuing to explore, learn, and embrace new adventures. Think about all the stories of people who reinvented themselves later in life. Colonel Sanders started KFC in his 60s. Grandma Moses, the famous painter, didn't pick up a paintbrush until she was in her 70s. And countless people have returned to school, launched businesses, or found love well into their 80s. The only limit is the one you place on yourself. The beauty of this stage in life is that you get to do things for yourself. No more working just to pay bills or raise kids. You finally have the time to focus on what excites you. Maybe it's learning a new language, traveling to places you've always dreamed of, or just stepping outside your comfort zone and trying something completely new. Change isn't scary, it's an opportunity. So, what's one thing you've always wanted to do but never took the leap? Maybe it's writing that book, learning to dance, or taking a solo trip. Whatever it is, the time is now. Drop a comment and share how you're embracing change. because your best years are still ahead of you, leaving a legacy of joy. As we grow older, many of us start thinking about the legacy we'll leave behind. Will people remember us for the things we owned or for the love and wisdom we shared? The truth is, your legacy isn't just about money or achievements, it's about how you make people feel and the impact you leave behind. Every interaction, every lesson, and every moment of kindness becomes part of the story that others will carry forward. Think about the people in your life who left a lasting impact. Maybe it was a grandparent whose advice still guides you, or a mentor who believed in you when no one else did. Their legacy wasn't built in a single moment. It was shaped through everyday actions. You have that same power, whether it's through volunteering, mentoring, or simply being a source of encouragement for others. Your actions today will shape how you're remembered. Leaving a meaningful legacy isn't about grand gestures, but consistency. It's about showing up, sharing your experiences, and making life just a little bit better for those around you. Maybe it's passing down family traditions, writing your memoirs, or making sure the people in your life know how much they matter. The legacy you leave starts with the choices you make right now. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? What are the values and lessons you hope to pass on? Drop a comment and share how you're shaping your legacy, because the most meaningful impact you can make isn't in the things you leave behind, but in the lives you touch today. Embracing gratitude for fulfillment. If there's one thing that can truly transform your later years, it's gratitude. It's easy to focus on what's changed. Maybe your energy isn't what it used to be, or you've said goodbye to people and places you loved. But here's the secret. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's still abundant in your life. When you choose gratitude, you choose to see the beauty in every moment. Ever notice how some people always seem happy no matter their circumstances? That's not luck, it's gratitude. Studies show that people who practice daily gratitude experience lower stress, better sleep, and stronger relationships. It's not about ignoring life's challenges, but about choosing to appreciate the little things: a warm cup of coffee, the laughter of grandkids, the beauty of a sunset. Gratitude isn't just a nice idea, it's a powerful tool for happiness. It reminds us that even amid challenges, there's always something to be thankful for, and the more we focus on the good, the more we attract positivity into our lives. The best part? Gratitude is free, and you can start practicing it right now. So, what are you grateful for today? Take a moment, write it down, say it out loud, or share it in the comments. Let's start a ripple effect of gratitude, because the more we appreciate life, the richer it becomes. Finding peace through forgiveness. As we grow older, we carry with us memories, some beautiful, some painful. The weight of past regrets, mistakes, and unresolved conflicts can become heavier with time. But here's the truth. Forgiveness is not about letting someone else off the hook. It's about freeing yourself. Holding on to anger or resentment doesn't punish the other person, it only drains you. Think about a time you held on to a grudge. Did it make you feel lighter or more at peace? Probably not. Studies show that people who practice forgiveness experience lower stress, better mental health, and even longer lifespans. Nelson Mandela once said, "Resentment is like drinking poison and hoping it will kill your enemies." Choosing forgiveness is choosing peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing the grip of negativity on your heart. Maybe it's a past relationship, a family dispute, or even forgiving yourself for past mistakes. When you let go, you make room for joy, healing, and a fresh start. What's one thing you're ready to release today? A past hurt? A regret? Take a deep breath, acknowledge it, and decide to let it go. Share your thoughts in the comments, because peace begins with a choice. The beauty of slow living. In a world that constantly pushes us to do more, be more, and move faster, slowing down feels almost rebellious. But here's the thing. Slow living isn't about doing nothing. It's about being fully present in what you're doing. It's about savoring the little moments instead of rushing to the next task. Ever notice how a simple walk in nature, a heartfelt conversation, or enjoying a meal without distractions brings a deep sense of peace? Studies show that people who embrace slower, more mindful living have lower stress levels and greater life satisfaction. Just look at cultures like the Italians with their dolce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing. Slow living allows you to appreciate life's richness instead of feeling like it's slipping through your fingers. Whether it's drinking your morning coffee without checking emails or truly listening when someone talks, these small shifts make a big impact. How can you slow down today? Maybe it's putting your phone away during dinner, taking a deep breath before responding to stress, or simply enjoying a quiet moment. Drop a comment and share your thoughts. Let's embrace the beauty of slowing down together. Here's the truth. Your golden years aren't about slowing down. They're about embracing life on your terms. This stage of life isn't a countdown, it's an opportunity. Too often we get caught up in the idea that aging means fading into the background, but that couldn't be further from reality. This is your time to step into the life you've always wanted, to prioritize what makes you happy, and to let go of the fear that time is running out. Think about the people who inspire you, those who continue learning, traveling, and thriving well into their 70s, 80s, or beyond. They don't see aging as an end, they see it as a gift. Take Betty White, for example. She reinvented herself over and over, living a life full of laughter and purpose. Or maybe you know someone in your own life who exudes joy because they refuse to let age define them. You are not running out of time. You are entering a new chapter, one where you get to write the story exactly how you want. Maybe you want to focus on your passions, strengthen relationships, or simply enjoy the little things more. Whatever it is, now is the time to claim it. No more waiting, no more hesitation. This is your moment. What's one bold step you can take today to embrace this chapter of your life? Maybe it's finally starting that hobby, calling an old friend, or simply deciding to live with more joy. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear how you're stepping into this next phase of life with confidence. If there's one thing you take away from this, let it be this. You are not running out of time. You are stepping into your time. Society might tell you that aging means slowing down, but the truth, these years can be the most fulfilling, the most joyful, the most freeing of your entire life. You get to define what this chapter looks like. Think about the people who inspire you. Are they the ones who gave up on life at 60 or 70? No, they're the ones who embraced new passions, deepened relationships, and focused on what really matters. Maybe it's your neighbor who learned to play the guitar at 75, or your aunt who started a community garden at 68. The happiest people are the ones who keep living, up fully, intentionally, and with purpose. Your story isn't over. Every single day is an opportunity to create memories, share wisdom, laugh, love, and grow. It's never too late to choose happiness, redefine purpose, or let go of what no longer serves you. The best part? You get to do it your way. So, what's the next step for you? How will you embrace this season of life? Drop a comment and share your thoughts, because your golden years aren't just about looking back, they're about what comes next. And trust me, what comes next is entirely up to you. You've made it this far, which means something in this message resonated with you. Maybe it reminded you that it's never too late to start fresh, to choose joy, or to live life on your own terms. But here's the thing, knowledge without action changes nothing. The only way to truly embrace your golden years is to take that first step, no matter how small. Think about the most fulfilled people you know. Are they the ones who waited around for life to happen? No. They're the ones who made conscious choices to reconnect with loved ones, to prioritize their well-being, to say yes to new experiences. Whether it's joining a new community, learning a new skill, or simply deciding to wake up each day with gratitude, the people who live fully are the ones who take action. Your best years are ahead of you, but only if you decide to make them that way. Life rewards those who are willing to step outside their comfort zones, to try, to grow, and to embrace change. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with one small, intentional decision. What's one action you can take today to start living the life you truly want? Maybe it's finally signing up for that class, calling an old friend, or simply committing to a more positive mindset. Drop a comment below and share how you are taking control of your golden years. Let's inspire each other to live fully with no regrets.